video. Today we're going to get into one of the best ways for you to grind silver. So it's not like going to be quick for you to do this by any means, no matter what. Everything in this game is a grind. And that's kind of why I like it. But at the same time, there is a way to speed up certain processes. So today, like I had mentioned, I'm going to go ahead and reveal one of those processes to you. So what you want to do, you want to go ahead and load up your Skull and Bones game here. On your main menu, you want to hit continue and load into a lobby. So we'll wait for this to load up in. So I'm already at the camp that you need to be at. So I do recommend that before you decide to do this strat, you have anywhere between 50 to 100,000. I've only got 20,000 right now, just to show you guys how you do this. But let's go ahead and get right up into this. So I do this while I'm waiting for my stuff to refill over here. I got it all running. I typically wait till my stuff gets full to go do a run and pick it all up at once. Sometimes I'll boost this one because I have it at level 7. All my other ones are level 4 except this one. This one's 5 because I'm going to boost this one eventually too. But I level these ones up and I boost them. Like with this one, I need Juniper Berry, so I'll go there and boost it 2 or 3 times while I'm waiting for these ones to fill up. And it just brings in a little bit more. But like I said, while I'm waiting for that, I typically try to do this in my free time. So you want to make sure you're going in the bottom right over here by what is this called? The Batavia? Yeah, Batavia Reefs. So once you get there, you want to go ahead and go to Dutchman's Camp. And then you want to find the trader. So it has 2 spawns. As you can see, there's one there already. And then there's one up this path. Now I'm going to recommend that every time you come into the lobby, you grab this piece of wood right here. Because you will end up having to manipulate the lobbies a little bit. You'll be leaving and rejoining and getting into new servers so you can keep going to this trader. So make sure you grab this piece of wood, because that will let you know if you've been here or not. Because it will not respawn. So it will respawn, but it'll take a long time for it to respawn. So we'll go ahead and talk to the trader. Now what they sell here is very key. Paintings, gin, wine. They also sometimes sell brandy too. Typically in the quantities of 15 to 20 something. So like there's 15 here. Or no, that was 22 there. There's 15 there. And 18 there. So we'll go ahead and buy all those. And I now have over 100 of each of those. So once you get a decent amount of those, like I've got myself, which I've gotten that for probably about an hour of doing this. And the reason you want to buy it here is because I forgot to mention, you see the green arrows below the items here that I had purchased. That means that they are at a lower price than their market value. So by doing this, you are getting them cheaper than what they actually are worth. So what you do with that advantage is then you go to your map and you want to zoom out as far as you can. That way you can see these right here. Or no, you want to go to the second zoom. That way you can see the highest in demand. So the highest in demand is where you're going to be focusing on. Now, of course, I'm sure there is a better strat to it. I don't have enough time messing around with this strat in order to give that type of info to you guys. But I do know that if you're in this area, if there's an outpost, that brandy, wine, ale, or spice is going to be able to be sold for a higher price than market value. Now, some outposts, like this one only has 1 outpost in its area, but some outposts, or some areas have more than 1 outpost. Sometimes. Not all the time. Majority of the time not, but like for instance, this has got 2. So it's got painting and gin. So I'll use this one as a start off for you guys. Where's the one at? The one I usually go to is Cobb Mangrove. Yeah, right here. So if you look at the highest in demand, gin and painting are typically the highest in demand there. And typically here you can get the most money that I've found out from what I've seen so far from paintings. Yes, you do have other areas that you can get paintings from, or higher value for painting. Probably, because the time rotates out the prices. I think the shop rotates their prices out every 50 minutes to an hour. So, I mean, it could vary from mine to yours. But you want to go ahead and then go to Cobb Mangrove down here. Like I said, I'll just use that as a starting point. Of course, you can go to your own and decide where you want to do it at. But then you want to go to either the campaign officer here. You want to see what he can sell it for. See, that's up 2 arrows. So that, it's really good. That means I'm going to make hella profit off of that. Now, this one's up 1 arrow. That's not bad. But let's go see what the trader's offering over here. Because there's a whole nother trader apart from this officer. He's a trader as well, but he's an ocean trader. This is the actual camp trader. So you go ahead and go over to here. Looks like that trader's the leader, so you want to go ahead and speak to them. Hit trade and then go on over. Now you see nothing is boosted in this one. So I do not want to sell anything here. Go ahead and collect this note real quick. Let's go ahead and go back. We'll go ahead and sell gin down here, because that's as high of a buff as it's probably going to get, is that 2 mark. So we'll go ahead and sell our gin. Not the wood. And you max out. There you go. That's 7,700 right there for those. So we'll go ahead and sell that. And then wine. Oh wait, you know what? I forgot. I gotta grab the rest out of my inventory. I thought I had much shit, but I do not. So let's go ahead and put this stuff in there. Go into here. Grab my 100 paintings. Gin, wine, and brandy. Transfer that to the cargo. Alright, let me go ahead and sell the rest of this here. 61. So right there, I just got another 18 to 19,000 just from selling that. So I think when I started with this, I only had about 30K. I'm already at that point again. Now, I will recommend that you do what I'm doing here. You see how I have the cutthroat cargo? Whenever that becomes available, you want to try and take that opportunity to take that silver too. It's the easiest way to get a decent amount of silver pretty quickly. So I'll show that to you guys afterwards, just in case you haven't ever completed a cutthroat cargo. So where was the other place I seen that at? Paintings are good here. So we'll go ahead and check these 2 outposts for painting prices. Just to kind of give you guys a gist of how they vary. So as we've seen at that one, they only had 1 green arrow. So we'll go ahead and talk to the trader over here. And we'll speak to the sea guy too, just to see what they're both offering. See, so both of those are down, paintings are not up on him. Typically your boosts are more likely to be on the sea trader, but sometimes your boosts are in the actual camp trader. Just depends on RNG. So we got a +1 on that. It's 256 per one. Okay. So we'll go ahead and check this one out. $256, I think, is what that one was selling for, if I remember correctly. Which I probably don't, but that's alright. You know, I only just saw it. Yeah, see, this one's down by 9, down to 96. So, give me one moment here. I'm gonna take a look and see how much that first one was. So the first location, paintings were selling for 252. So we'll go ahead and check this trader up in here too, just to show y'all what I mean by this. We'll go ahead and check this trader out. Hey, how's it going? If you're curious on how to make silver, go ahead and start this live video from the beginning, and I'm currently going through the steps on how to do it. So if that's something you're interested in, by all means, go ahead and take a look. I'm going to continue getting on with this. So here's where the trader is at. You want to go ahead and speak to them to see how much you're going to sell these paintings for here. Maybe a boost, may not. Like I said, we're just checking, kind of giving you guys a gist of how it can vary. See, this one's down 96 too. So it looks like our best bet's to go back to over here, where the Mother of Shipwrecks is, because that's where we had previously been, where they were selling it for 256. Now I'm just doing the fast traveling back and forth from one area to one area to show you guys exactly how they can vary. Like I said, I would not recommend doing that in your trip because that costs more silver, of course, fast traveling. So, I mean, once it's all said and done, it won't really matter. But we'll go ahead and, oh, they changed their prices already? Oh wait, no, it wasn't this guy. Sorry. It was the fucking sea smuggler. 'Twas not I. Promise. Alright. We'll go ahead. Go into this. Yeah, see, they're selling it for 256. So we're gonna go ahead and flip all these for 40,000. I didn't spend anywhere near 40,000 on these. For these paintings alone, to get 157, I think probably spent somewhere around 25,000, 20 to 25,000, if that. So decent profit margin on that. Now we gotta figure out where wine and brandy can be sold. Now we go ahead and look around. That's spice, no right. Like I said, you want to look in the highest demand here on these tabs. You want to keep looking to see who's got wine and brandy for higher value right now. Ale, brandy and wine. There we go. So, is this part of that? No, it is not. Okay. Well, that means you could go there and sell it to them if you wanted. But I'm trying to look for outposts for you guys to just kind of make this a little bit quicker. So here's brandy and wine here. We'll go ahead and hit... Actually, I think this one is the one. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and go to the Ruined Lighthouse. If I remember correctly, that's the one I go to usually for brandy and wine, because it has a higher chance of giving you profit. Let's go ahead and check the sea smuggler over here. There's the officer. Yeah, 179 and 180. So, like I said, I'll go ahead and take a look at the other trader just to make sure that they're not selling it for higher. Because, you know, you always want to get a bigger bang for your buck. So, go up here. Typically, the smoke means that it's in part of the camp where they're chilling at. So, go over here and there's Rogue Trader. And they do not have any profit on that. So, you'll go ahead and go back down to here. Go talk to the officer.
Hello.
And we'll go ahead and flip that for 28,000. We'll flip that for 25,000. All right. Now we'll go ahead and do this cutthroat. Cause see, I'm already at 125,000, which is good. Don't get me wrong. That's more than good. Oh, let me check these real quick. Always want to be checking your businesses. Make sure you keep them running as frequent as possible. Go ahead and do that. And I'm sorry that this is such a long video, guys. I just didn't feel like going through the editing process on it. Just wanted to make sure you guys understood it from point A to point B very clearly. So, cutthroats this way. Oh, what am I doing? What am I? Go ahead and fast travel there. For some reason, thought I already did that. So, we'll go ahead and fast travel. And the silver grind really becomes big when you get your operations up and going a lot more and you want to grind the coin of 8. That's really when this strat matters. You don't have to do this in beginning game or before end game. You typically have a decent amount of options for silver, and nor do you spend it as crazy. When you get up in the kingpin and you're running your businesses and stuff and always trying to keep them going, you know, you're spending, at the level I'm at, I'm spending about 1,500 to 1,700 silver every time I start up one of mine. And I've got 19 of them, so, you know, it adds up pretty quickly. 1,500 times 19, that's a decent chunk. Now, I'm not going to do the math in my head, but I'm sure y'all can pull up a calculator and do it, and y'all would understand exactly how much that takes. Every time you want to do all of your buildings, it's going to cost you that much. So, this is where this comes into play, because then you can get yourself kind of a little bit of ahead of the game. Especially if you're doing it while your things are down. I mean, yeah, most people want to grind out the XP and go up higher on Kingpin, which is not a problem. You don't have to do this strat all the time whenever your shit's down. You know, once you get to 1 million or so, you're pretty good. You ain't got to worry about silver for a decent while. You just relax. But this is just a quick strat, like I said. Excuse me. So, don't ask me how I got lucky enough to not have any participants in this. We'll go ahead and see where I'm ranked at on the boards here. I'm second place. So, I mean, we don't really have much of competition in this lobby. So we'll go ahead and turn this back around there, because if you look, once you pick up the cutthroat, it'll glow red like that. And if you look up on my compass in the top middle of my screen, you now see an outpost that has a gray skull. That is where you want to drop this off at. Once you get there and drop this off, they will then give you the map to look for the treasure within that outpost. So we'll go ahead and get there and get this stuff all figured out. But another thing I'm going to mention to you guys while we're on our trip there is, if you're playing this game and you do not have food in your inventory or multiple med kits, you are messing up majorly. When you get into PvP, you want as much stamina as possible. You want to be able to stay kind of far range if you want to stay far range, because close range can kind of mess you up. They'll be doing a lot of damage per second, like especially with the ship that I've got. I got the max ship here, so this is meant for damage output. Rapid damage output. So if you get caught in close quarters with this guy, yeah, you're kind of messed up. Like, good luck. But I say, you want to make sure you keep that food, because mainly the food is good for stamina, but you can also get like crew food, which is this stuff right here, where it'll do stamina trimming boost, or repair kit efficiency boost, or a stamina regen boost. It's all random on what, well, not random, but there's like, I don't know, 7 or 8 different foods. They have all different options for boost there. So it's really good to get used to what you're good with. Some people, it don't work as well with others, but I like to run, you know, at least a 40 to 45% stamina boost food, which is either bananas, Nidzi. Don't mind me goofing up right here. I'm messing up. I'm not even paying attention to him. I'm trying to talk. But food, as long as you cook it, major plus. It's gonna help you out a lot. Bro sending torpedoes at me. Well, those really suck. I really suck with the rockets, guys. The rockets are really hard. But as you see, I just ate my food and my stamina went up 45%. So that's always good. And then I kind of messed up. I should have said this. You want to eat your crew food typically first, because it gives you that healing boost. And stamina goes down a lot slower most of the time with it too. So now that I ate the crew food, I go ahead and pop the repair kit. And I get a little bit more not only that, with the hull I've got on too, the hull I have on my ship, the armor, um, I get fortified, which means fortified is when you heal, it will fortify your ship to take, I think, 45% less damage for 12 seconds after healing. It's a very OP hull armor, honestly. I don't quite remember how I got it. I think I might have gotten it from one of the colonial shipments or the treasure map. Not the treasure map, the treasure chest. So, those do give out pretty good items, whether it's for your ship, cosmetics, goods, so on and so forth. Yeah, I know they don't seem too beneficial because it's so hard to do them, but once you get up to a spot where it's not too hard for you to hold your own, those kind of become beneficial to you to do while you're waiting for your runs. You just go ahead and do a quick one. You know, get a group of 2 or 3 people, run up in that, lay them out within a few minutes, and then you're good to go on and do your next thing, wherever it is, whether it's missions or so on and so forth. I like to grind out order missions whenever I'm not doing silver. I'll go into my den and do order registries or supply runs. Or then another thing I like to do, because this also gives you a decent amount of cosmetics and coins on top of that, is you do the job board missions. I have it leveled up to a point where it gives me sugarcane or poppy or whatever for my businesses for the daily jobs. So that's another plus once you complete those daily jobs. Not only do you get the coin and the cosmetic items, but you get some stuff to help boost your production on your manufactories. So that's always beneficial. I ain't gonna complain about that one. The only bad thing about these is it's a long journey most of the time. Some are worse than others. Typically, it's about 5,000 to 6,000 meters away. I have seen it be up to about 8,000 meters away. But typically, it's about 4,500 to 6,000 meters, somewhere around there. So, you want to go ahead and make your way to the outpost. I just gotta keep on cruising here. I should have got my faster ship for this. Typically, I do run my faster ship for stuff like this. That's another thing, like, if you're doing stuff by yourself, you don't have to worry about how much protection you necessarily have. Because, like, this thing's a tank, yeah. But it goes kind of slow compared to my fast one. My fast one goes 18 knots, and I can get it up with food and boosts. I can get it up to about 19 to 20 knots. This one, you're lucky to get it up to 15. I even have acceleration boost and all that on there. That's the only bad thing about this ship. It is a tank and it will dish out damage very quickly, but you're sacrificing the speed. You're going to get to places a lot slower. So we'll go ahead and I'm sure if you've watched this far, you know, you could have just fast forward through it, but I appreciate it. You guys don't have to sit here and watch this long journey. I know it's kind of bad that I said that at the end of the journey, but it is what it is. Alrighty, so see, cutthroat cargo secured now. We gotta search the outpost and claim your prize. So what I typically do here is, yeah, you can look at the map, but that really ain't gonna benefit you much, to be honest. It tells you what you're looking for. I'm looking for a tree, it looks like, with a sea turtle symbol. So, go ahead and look around here. I typically, anytime I come in here, I just start walking around, because once you get near the area, you'll know. You will know. So, let's go ahead and go further up, because it ain't here. Just keep looking everywhere. No, we'll go this way first. Right there. Go around loop on this side. There we go. It wasn't even a turtle, see, it was an hourglass. See how that fucks with you? Does that not look like a turtle to you guys on the tree? Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why that could be fucking bad sometimes. Because it shows a turtle symbol on the tree. So you'd be looking for a turtle symbol, right? Well, joke's on you. It's an hourglass. So, let's go ahead and dig this up. Takes a long time. Alright, treasure hut completed. As you see, we got all those rewards down in the bottom right. It also gives you 1 point towards Kingpin, which, I mean, it's a plus, but I could, honestly, you should have just gave us nothing if you're going to give us 1. So, now you go ahead and check your cargo. See, now I got 139,000 coins. I was at 121,000. So, I ended up getting 18,000 coins from that. They gave me a minor furniture. Increases damage from auxiliary weapons, and it gives you a weapon and some fine high-end materials. So we'll go ahead and store that stuff back in my cargo. And there we go. That's how you guys grind out some silver pretty quickly. And I'm sorry that this video was so long and unedited and uncut, but I promise you, it's worth it. You guys let me know if you find a better option, I should say, for making silver. Because so far, this is the only one I've seen that's been able to make more than what I'm spending. I've tried the mission tactic and doing missions the whole time I'm waiting for my stuff to refill, and it seems like I can't get enough silver with how much I'm spending fast traveling for those missions and spending on my manufactories. It just doesn't seem that beneficial to me. This, I spend silver, but I make so much profit, it doesn't matter. So, and on top of the cargo hunt map being there, it definitely benefits you. So other than that, we're going to repair our ship, and I hope you guys have a great adventure sailing those seas, alright? I'll take them down. Alright. Deuces, y'all.